It's hot, like 95 hot. They are unloaded at I-90 Speedway for another attempt. We'll see how tonight goes. Learned a lot the last couple races on Jefferson and Slayton. And in the background we have late models playing because, you know, you gotta have late models. Anyway, it's hot, like 95 hot plus high dew point, which equals high humidity. I don't think it's quite as bad as it was the last super hot night, which was, I don't know, a month ago maybe, where we thought we were literally gonna die. It's not quite to that status yet, but it's plenty warm, that's for sure. So we're gonna hang out, stay cool for a little bit, and get ready for hot laps. So we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'd say it looks moist right now, give or take. Maybe super moist in spots. Alright, looks like we got pole for heat race number 2. Hot laps was a drive out on the track and pull back to the pits. The track just felt a little slimy. I didn't think I wanted to find out it was more slimy and maybe do something to the cars. So pulled her back in, parked it, and we're gonna go run the heat race and see how that goes. We start pole, so we gotta get going and stay there. And then as long as we're top 4, we'll transfer to the redraw, which would probably put us top 8, top 12 in the feature, based off of our point average, which ours is probably pretty low, which means probably starting towards the front. The main objective, finish top 4 in the heat, however that takes. And the track looks pretty gripped up right now, so we'll see. So, all right, wish us luck.
Row top costume. Row 2, it's Randy Van Veldhuizen of Rock Rapids, Iowa, the 66R with the 87 of Clint Erickson from Sioux Falls on the outside. In the third row, Duke Erickson, the 57 from Sioux Falls, and Corbin Erickson from Sioux Falls at 18. So McClurry, Koster, Van Veldhuizen, Erickson, and Erickson, the starting grid. 6 cars, 6 times around, heat race number 2 for the B-Mods.
better. Track was pretty wet, and I was pretty tight, and apparently I wasn't the only one because nobody could get their cars to turn real well. So it was a battle to make any of that happen. We made enough happen that we held on to the front position, and now we transfer to the redraw, which will line us up in the top 8 or 12 by points. And since we have a DNF and I think like a 10th or something before that, we'll probably end up starting somewhere in the front 3 rows, I'd imagine. But stay tuned, we'll see where that goes. All right, time to get all this mud off the car, which we did. Judging by the scales, we had about 120 pounds of mud on the car, which explains why it kept getting tighter and tighter, and why it was a pain in the ass to try and get through. So we'll go through, make a couple adjustments, and get ready for the feature, which, as it turns out, we do start on the pole. So with a pole start, that means we better be dialed in and better be ready to run. So we'll take a look at everything here and give her hell.
Front row, the driver from Sioux Falls in car number 07, it's Aaron DeFurry. And outside of the opening row from Lennox, the 23J of Micah Jansen. Green, 15 laps to the distance. Caution lights go dark, pace truck exits back to the green. In turn number 4, Aaron DeFurry. 10 laps remaining. have it. Green lights blink on. Here we go. 3 laps remaining to separate the cars.
Finally. That was actually kind of tiring. First to first. At least I didn't get sent to the back by my own collision. And I held off some pretty fast motors behind us, so good deal. Was it a little close?
It's okay.
Hope it was close.
Yep.
Alright.
Check it later.
Win number 2. Alright, so we started pole. And then we had a caution probably 5 laps in, still running pole. Got a good restart. And went and picked this little guy up. Actually, it was bigger. It shrunk when I handed it to the kid in Victory Lane. So they have kids come up and hand you your trophy. And they bring up these little ones that say Junior Fan Club. Well, I don't have anywhere to put the big trophy. So handed that one off and I took the smaller one. And that kid was super excited, so that was pretty awesome. And we parked it. So I'm happy to say we got in Victory Lane again. And we could use a couple more of these, but we'll keep trying. We did go back to a couple changes on the car that we used to have. And the car felt a lot better tonight. So we'll see how we do the rest of the season. Maybe we're on to something here and we can actually make some headway instead of banging our head against the wall like we have been. But it was a good night. We led every lap of our heat race, which we started on the pole of, and we started on the pole of feature, and led every lap of that. Only had 2 cautions, so I only had to defend myself twice, but had a guy show his nose a few times, and managed to maintain my speed and pull her off. So we parked in Victory Lane and had a great night, and we will see you next time. What do you do after you win a race? Well, you go for victory tacos, of course. Duh.
Taco Bell.
You want Taco Bell? Okay.